everyone. My name is Kirsten. I'm going to talk about what we saw in our presentations today or throughout the week and what we noticed from the presentations about the skills of counseling. What I took from them first was that they kind of went in order in the way that they were presented. And we started with listening skills and then invitational skills and then reflecting. What I really noticed with the different groups was that in the non-judgmental listening cycle, he really seems to be understanding and helping the client identify with their self. And in the invitational skills, it helped the therapist help the client identify with his feelings, then to understand them, and then to figure out how to cope through them. In the reflecting feelings, I think what was most important to understand about reflecting feelings is that it's not actually summarizing the session, it's reflecting on this session. So that's important because we have to take those invitational skills, the paraphrasing and the reflection of meaning, to identify with the client's feelings and their own story and their own meaning. We needed to take the time to hear and process the client's story, even if it's considering the cultural aspects, and I thought that that was important that they presented that to us as well. Again, the most important thing I took from that is to remember that reflection is not the summary of the clients. And some other things that I thought in regards to the session would be when we work with clients. I know when I work with clients now, I don't have clients that are willing to provide information from their stories, and I also don't have clients that are not cautious or hesitant or difficult to express what they're feeling. They have walls that are built up, they have trust issues. So I think that our sessions typically involve more cautious clients who need more invitational skills to get them to open up, and trust-making activities to have them break down those walls to communicate with us so that they can share their stories with us and identify with their meanings. Also, I feel like that we could ask more straightforward questions throughout some of these sessions. I don't know if it was their first time or their 8th time, but throughout my work and the trainings that I've done, I've been told to ask straightforward questions. For example, with the guy that was in the car accident, he seemed really on edge and really frightened, but he said that he had lost control of his life and he felt so scared all the time now. Does that mean that he's feeling like he has no meaning in life? Does that mean that he can't control his life? Does that mean he's thinking about not living here or being here anymore? And sometimes we need to ask straightforward questions to make sure that these people are safe and healthy and making the right steps towards coping through their trauma. We could ask questions like, are you too scared to not go on? What are things that you look forward daily to help you calm while you're traveling, or just think about positive things to live for throughout the day to help you cope through that trauma. These were just a couple of the things that I took from the sessions. Other than that, I thought that they were great, and I think the therapist was Mark. He ran through those and was really understanding and reflecting of each of the clients, and I hope to be that impacting and understanding when I become a professional counselor. Thank you.
Ready?